Sanford Withers.
Listen, Sanford, Can I call it San? Okay. We have some information about what actually went down in the Ashton House, and I'd love to share it with the Lord Regent if you can grant us an audience. There's some pretty, I look back at my group, pretty intimate recollection of what happened there.
Shit.
Intimate, you say?
Intimate?
Somewhat.
Jesus Christ.
Do not make me regret. But if you're telling the truth, it may prove very useful to our cause. Follow me. And
by all means,
turns around.
Sam?
And walking through the doors, the two guys with the masks follow him. So,
So we
Alright.
go to whatever fate.
See this? My binder? Don't need this anymore. So,
Are we going way off track?
we're going into Castle Seastone. Here we go. So you walk in. There is stuff here, but I don't have any notes about it yet. So,
Oops.
you walk in, and it has this really large, impressive foyer. And there are kind of the same, like the stairs that are like, they meet at the top, going on two different sides, with huge stone doors leading off to, wings of the castle here and there. But on the front, though, there's a staircase that goes straight up the back to a second floor with doors in the first floor kind of behind it. There are 3 doors behind it going to like a ballroom or something. There's like 3 of the same doors, and there's not any clear like columns for like connector walls. But there's this one singular staircase that goes straight up. And he begins leading you up that staircase. And there are 2 more guards with masks standing at the foot of the stairs. And he starts going up the stairs, and you guys are going to follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. This is what D&D is about, man. This is why it's not a video game.
It would be so bad if it'd be a video game. It's like
Yeah.
Fallout. Like,
Yeah, it'd be like playing an RPG. You can't do
you're
it.
like, yeah, and they're like, whoa, what's that? And then you fuck off for like 34 hours doing something else. But yeah, we follow him.
Following him up the stairs, it's pretty thin, actually, compared to the other stairs. It's like bigger, meant for traffic more. So right now, you have at the very front, you have Stanford, and then behind him are the 2 guards from the door, and then all of you guys, and then as soon as the last of you passes onto the stairs, the 2 guards from the stairs come in behind you. So right now, we've got like a little caterpillar of people.
I'm tapping the ground to see if
Wait,
it's
I didn't
Fallout.
in the ground. There's
I
nothing.
did a perception check.
Really? Oh, you did a perception check while you're inside?
Yeah.
Nothing's off, just the guards, and the staircase is kind of weird the way it's like. It's just not usual architecture, but other than that, it doesn't look like. the steps are gonna like
Doesn't look
drop, and you
weird,
guys are gonna slide into
I
a
was
hole.
gonna say, are we gonna kill everyone in Castle
Are you
Seastone now? Like,
I have PTSD.
This
dude.
is gonna happen.
This is how we do it. We take this castle.
You pass up onto the top little balcony kind of thing that goes to like a really ornate looking door. And he walks up and he just pushes them open. And it goes this really long hallway that's like made of stone brick. And they're like stone columns kind of going down the hallway all the way to the end. It's like really long. And there are stained glass windows going with the nautical theme. There's ship sails and anchor sailors, all that kind of stuff that are on these different things. There's candles behind the stained glass windows kind of lighting them up. And it's just this long, no doors until the very end. There's a big metal door at the very end, just lit by these candle back stained glass windows, so it's kind of dark in here. And there's no like sound. It's kind of soundproof almost, so you can just kind of hear the echo of all these footsteps as you guys kind of just slowly proceed down this hallway. And when you approach the final door, he knocks on it twice, kind of waits, and then pushes it open. And this reveals, oh my god, what is that?
This fucking music, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit.
Spartacus.
Whoops.
I did not have this music ready, so we're just going
Wait,
with the...
what am I doing?
No, we were just looking at the
You just-
text
you
thoughts
posted
thing.
a thing.
Oh, I clicked on it and it.
You have to press the little gear button, and you can read it from there without.
Oh, okay.
So
See,
in this
now I'm
room,
detecting your thoughts.
This is all
In-
new to me.
in this room,
Oh, is there an ancho?
There
Yes.
is.
There is. Yeah, I'll give you.
Scroll up.
I will jump in there real quick.
Anyway, kind of what we're saying.
So in this room, it's the walls are made of stone, but all the ornate things like the columns and stuff are all made of wood. It's got like this really sharp contrast, and they're almost like pews in the center of the room. Kind of like you're entering this way, and there are pews going out the side this way. On the other end, there's another big door. That's kind of there are stairs that go up, like from the sides. Like you'd have to walk to the end of the room and go up the sides to this other door. And he leads you into the center of the room with the pews on both sides of you, and he kind of turns around. And there are two more guards that were on the inside of this room and two up by the other door, and both of them kind of start to slowly move in closer, like they move up to the railing on the upper end, and the guys behind you kind of move in a little bit. And he says, all right, I'm going to go speak with the Lord Regent. Have a seat. I'll be back in a moment, and I'll take you in. I just have to make sure, I have to explain to him what I'm doing. It could be my job if it goes south, so if you'll excuse me.
Very well. We'll wait here. So I go
Right.
ahead and take a seat.
Okay. And he goes up the stairs, opens the door, and so on the inside you can kind of see it's like another long room, but you don't get to see much more than that, and the door closes behind him. Like a loud thud, and kind of goes to the room. And all the guards, they're all the bigger guys in the plate with the masks, and they're all kind of... And time's... Anybody want to do anything?
No,
Well,
this
I've already
is-
casted
No, most is
Detect
with the
Thoughts
group.
once. And I probably shouldn't cast it again
Actually,
because I
everyone's
need...
here. Wait, where is Rain's character, by the way?
That's a great question. Somewhere far behind where we are now. So I'm working on it. She'll pop up any minute. I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay.
There's nothing. No one could know that. I'm the only one who could know that.
Man, my bloodlust is starting to kick in, dude.
If no one's doing anything,
Here's a Snicker.
Hold on, I'm looking stuff up.
yeah, most
Yeah.
is with the group. Oh, he's confused. Sorry, man. Everyone's all together. Everyone's in the calls here.
Except
My
for
B?
Rain. But... And Nick.
Yeah, Rain's the only one who's not here, and Nick is going. Who knows what Nick's doing?
But Gordrak is here. Because you
That
mentioned
is
that they
nice,
saw
man.
him.
Oh, Gordrak is who knows where he is. He's somewhere.
Okay, Gordrak.
He's doing some weird orc shit. I don't
We
know.
don't have our tank.
But yes, everyone is here.
No,
Sorry.
we have
Take-
we have most. Okay.
Yeah.
So if no one does anything, after a while he does actually come back. The floor doesn't open and you all don't die. There's no giant scorpions or anything. He opens the door and he walks out, but he leaves the doors open behind him and he kind of takes a deep breath and he's like, all right. The Lord Regent will see you now.
About fucking time.
And
I say that quietly.
and the four guards,
Jesus.
the four guards between the stairs and you, kind of on the both sides, they move out of the way, and they kind of follow in behind you. They don't. Only two of them enter though. The other four stay outside. Two in the back and two from the front. They kind of stay outside and block them. And then, as you pass him, Sanford closes the door.
Shammy, you should go ahead.
So, not that it's important, but what's the party order right now? Where's everybody standing?
So,
Bullshit, bitch! You're about to roll. For
thing.
I just need to
I'm in
know.
the way back,
I
okay?
just need to know who's
So-
up front.
So,
Because who's approaching? Like it's the,
about
I'm
Brian would be
I'm
in
in
the
front. I'm in front.
Math's in front. Memnon's in front.
No, Math is in front.
Math's in
Math,
front.
we'll say Math's in front and I'm right behind Math.
Okay, and then everyone's kind of
I'm
in this
last.
little, this little cluster, except
Watch
for
as
Rancho,
we get,
who is
like-
clearly making an effort to be
We're
behind
gonna
us.
get attacked from the back. The rear is gonna get attacked.
Yeah, they'll come up through the rear, and I'll be like, oh shit.
Four stained glass windows. It's a really tall room and a really long room. It's like a in both ways. Perfect rectangle.
Shit.
A
Perception
rectangular
check.
prism, excuse me. And yeah, roll a perception check while I explain.
I-
There are two stained glass windows on the sides, and there are two in the back behind what looks kind of like, it almost looks like the little podium that a judge sits on, but it's kind of like also a throne at the same time. It's really weird, and it's made of sandstone as well. And this is all sandstone, this throne kind of thing. And then there are, kind of
Is
like
this
on your
a
end.
cult?
and more up front, there's kind of like a little bit more pews. There's a couple more, and then there's like a big open space between the pews and the little sea stone, or the throne of sea stone or whatever. But the windows are fake, like in the other room. They're like backlit. They're not like to the outside. And so it's like a really dark, like if you can imagine, it's like a really dark room, and the light is shining through these windows, so you can see the stained glass images on the floor and in the back, so they kind of like all touch in the center. And it makes this like ring, and it's like 3 anchors, and it kind of goes out. You know, it's the same thing. It's like the Sea Stone's this big port city, and it's kind of all decorated like that. And sitting on, it's not really like I'm saying, it's not a throne. There's like a thing in front of him, but sitting at like the top of this little podium is a man in a white robe. He's an old man. He's kind of got like a little mini Pope hat kind of thing. It's also white with a red stripe kind of going down it. And the robe has the same red stripe. Kind of like a cross where, you know, it kind of folds over. You can see like the fold.
Nice.
He has these little red like shoulder things, but they're made of cloth too. It's like all decorative. And he has a little scepter that's like leaning up against like a thing. Like the little podium.
I would like to detect magic on Grandpa.
On Grandpa, please do.
Yeah.
So, homeboy lights up.
Like
Like
a
a
Christmas
Imagine,
tree?
imagine you're
like a
walking.
fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah, like you're watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh
Uh-huh.
no.
Go on.
Go Super Saiyan. No, it's not like that much. He is, but like he's got like all different schools of magic. So he's clearly a magic of some kind. At least from what you can tell, he is not so much. You can tell that it's not like magic on him, but it's just that he is very magically adept.
Magical items, or is it like, is he actively?
It's very difficult to tell because there's just so like it's really powerful. This aura around him almost. It's hard to tell if it's like if it's coming from the scepter or if he's enchanted the scepter, or if it's his robe, or if it's just him.
I suppose
Impossible
this
to tell.
explains how the Lord Regent is able to maintain power.
Yeah, in a city like this, no joke.
Hmm.
Sanford walks past you again after closing the doors, and he holds his hands out. And he goes, "Lord Regent." And he turns to you. He looks at all of you. Tell the Lord Regent what you've come here to tell him. So we can leave, please. And he kind of steps out to the side, and he kind of does like a thing with his arms up to the Lord Regent, who doesn't stand. He's looking at you, almost disinterested, but he's clearly like paying attention. He's looking at you. He doesn't say anything.
Is the Mr. Withers guy, is he like nervous? Like, is he acting like shady around the Lord Regent?
He is acting a little nervous. He does not like the position he's in is like a bunch of adventurers came up to the door and like, hey, we have information on some crazy shit going on, and he's like, I'm gonna take a risk. Oh, this is not what's supposed to be right now. That's fine, fuck it. He doesn't like that he did this. You know, he's like, this is gonna be it. It's either they're gonna have information that's good, or they're gonna have nothing and he's gonna kill me. So he's taking a bet on you guys right now. So he's a little
Same.
nervous.
Regent,
Actually-
we might have information related to the event that happened in House Ashton.
Go
Yeah.
on.
So basically, should I tell him?
True.
Should- Yeah. All right. So we went to see House Ashton because they sprinkled some dust or whatever on some shit at my place, and we go over there. Then they try to open the fucking ground up, and we fall into a hole. We fight this scorpion.
And you didn't fall in the hole.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Right?
We found.
Someone
we're
Are you
lying,
telling him the
so it
truth, or are
doesn't
you
matter.
lying? Yeah.
We're lying. We're lying.
Oh.
We're trying to pin
Uh,
on. We're trying to pin on the House Relton.
Yeah, I found this hole, and then Relton came out,
Uh,
and then
this is
he's
gonna
like, "Hey, I
go.
got you now, fuckers!" And then he killed Ashton. And he left us in the hole, and we had to climb out.
But can we have like a group persuasion check on this?
You guys want to collaborate real quick?
Is what I would have said.
It doesn't matter. I'll go with that. It's up to you guys.
That's what I would have said
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
if I had not confident.
Tyler, why
in
does it
Alex.
matter?
No, I mean it depends on what. Like if that's the lie you go with, I don't think we're together.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let's
So you
change your
wanna go
life.
with that?
No,
No.
we